Good morning. It's Monday morning, June 23rd. And this morning, I just came by to remind somebody of what is really important. So, a lot of times, what is important to you may differ from what is important to me. But there's one thing that is important to all of us, and I came to remind somebody of it. We are all walking around this world, hoping to make it to the end. But have you asked yourself, what is that end that you're looking for? What is that end that I'm looking for? Based on what you may know or what you may have been taught, that end involves transitioning from this earth into another place. So I'm here to speak to those who know Jesus Christ and those who do not know him yet. I'm speaking to everybody. But we are all on this rat race, if I should call it that, towards a certain end. What is the end you're looking for? So we know that there's an end coming, but have you really sat down to ask yourself, what is the end of all of this? I know it's a scary place to be, so most people don't like to think about it, but there is an end to it all. Everything has a beginning, everything has an end. So there's a beginning to your life and an end to it. And when your life ends, there is another place that you're going to. Where is this place? There's a place you came from before you manifested into this plane, this earth realm. When you leave here, you're going somewhere. So many times we're living in the times of deception. The word of God says in the end time, the spirit of deception will be working very mightily, and I see it working. Many of us don't think about what is really important. But this morning, I came to remind you, a time is coming when our jobs will not matter, our businesses, what the stock markets look like this morning. They won't matter. Who the president is, what is happening around the planet, the commotion, the whatever, it won't matter. A time is coming. If you've ever sat by people who are dying, if you've had the privilege of sitting by anyone who's dying, let's say you've worked in a nursing home, you've worked in hospice care where you sit with those who are dying, or you've had the opportunity to sit with a family member who's dying, you will hear some of the things they say. Towards the end of life, your whole life replays to you like a movie. And even before you pass on or you die, you begin to realize that it's like the length of your life that felt like it was so long. In your 20s, in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, it felt like a very long stretch of time. When you're close to death, all of a sudden, that stretch of time, it becomes very cramped together. It looks short before you, like a movie. And you begin to think about it, and then it dawns on you what the real important things were and the ones that weren't. So even before we go into this place after this life, right here on this earth, when you're close to dying, you go through these stages. You begin to realize some of the things that took years of your life to do. You begin to realize how unimportant they were. And some of the things that were important that you didn't get to do. So I'm here to encourage you this morning. Forget this rat race. We're always going to be on it anyway. The jobs, the school, that's not going to end. That's important. It's to maintain us while we are here on this earth. But what is really important, and how plugged in are you into the important matters of your life? Or your life before here and your life after here? Because whether you and I like it or not, there is a time coming when we're going to die. We're going to go somewhere else except this place. The way I see it, I think it's better, it's wiser to trust in Jesus, to trust in this thing we say rapture, where those, excuse me for my voice, where those who have loved God, those who have received salvation, will see God, and the rest will go to hell. It's better to believe it and prepare towards it, even if you don't think it's true, than to sit and realize one day it was true. It's too big of a thing to bank to bank ignorance on. I'm telling you what I know. So this morning, I'm not here to preach too much. I'm just here to sit with you and talk person to person. You know, if someone told you there'll be a hunger coming, a famine coming, you may not believe it, but you may say to your family, hey, you know, they are predicting a famine will come in this country we live in. So even whether or not it may happen, let's still prepare some money and save it, or prepare something, food, or let's prepare for that calamity in case it doesn't happen. At least we're prepared. But in case it happens, it's better to be prepared, right? How much more the whole reason for you being here? How much more this place we're talking about that we say is longer. Your stay there is longer than your stay on earth. You are from a certain realm. You entered here for a time period. So if you live to 90, to 100, to 70, to 80, and that feels like it's long, try eternity. Try thousands and millions of years. Don't you want to prepare for such a place? Just in case it exists? I'm here to challenge you. I'm not here to give you any big words. But seriously, you're a wise person. You are wise in everything that you do in life. But most of us, this is the one area that we're not wise in. So like I said, if you hear of something, an impending danger, you would prepare. If they say there's a hailstorm, there's a snowstorm, there's a volcano, a tornado coming, you may not believe it 100%, but you still prepare, right? How about Christ coming? Even if you don't believe it 100%, it's bigger than any of these tornadoes and volcanoes we're talking about. Don't you want to be at least prepared? Just in case it's true. I know it's true. I didn't come to convince you this morning. There'll be different days for that. But this morning I came to challenge your mind. That why do you prepare for even the smallest things just because there's a fair chance they could happen? But then the most major event of the world that we're talking about, you see no need to prepare even in the least bit. Do you see there's a problem there? It's called the spirit of deception. It's running the world right now. And let me give you free information. That day is coming. Let me jump to it. That day is coming. It's coming whether you and I like it or not. Whether you and I are prepared for it or not. It's coming. So think today, as you're rushing to work on Monday, as you're rushing to school on Monday, think about it. There's a day coming when this job of mine, this schooling of mine, this marriage of mine will not matter. There's a day coming very soon, but the most important thing will be that Jesus is here. Don't be caught unprepared, please. Do that for yourself, for your family. If you're hearing me today, take a moment, even 30 minutes of your day today, and ask yourself, why do I always dismiss this thing? And now let me go to people who are Christians. Are you sure you're saved? Are you really sure? Because this thing called salvation, it's not an act where, you know, you serve in your church, you give to the things of God, you do all these things so that the rest of us see that you're saved. It's a thing of the heart. God reads your heart. Today, if He were to come, do you think you'll make it to heaven? And if you are not sure, then why are you sitting down? Why is it not the most important thing on your agenda today? Because it's not everybody who will go through the rapture. Some will get a car accident and die. I know people who didn't think they'll die. I just saw somebody's obituary. One of our neighboring schools when we were in high school, one of the boys' schools, somebody died at 45. I'm very close to his age. He just died. So people die. I can die, you can die. If you die unsaved, that's the end. There's no other chance. So please, if you hear me this morning, take time and think about this most important thing in life. God sent you here for something, for a purpose. Many of us will walk through this life and not achieve those things that He sent us for. One day, you'll give account for it. One day, He'll ask you the giftings He gave you, the talents He gave you, the assignments He gave you. What did you do about all of that? Many of us don't even know what God has sent us to do. Many of us. So let's get back to basics. There are some things that are more important this morning. Have you paid attention to any of those things? Your life depends on it. Your life in this world and your life after this world depends on it. Take a moment. You're wise. I know you are. Don't limit your wisdom to just these little things like your job, your school. A wise person is a wise person. I'm here to challenge your wisdom this morning. If you're wise enough, what is your preparation for life after here? What are your thoughts on it? What have you thought about it? What do you know about it? Is that all there is to know about it? Because maybe there's more. In your job, in your school, you're always striving to know more. Have you tried to know more about this Jesus Christ we're talking about? What is it all about? Or is it what grandma taught you only? Is it what you saw on social media only? Has it occurred to you that maybe if you took some time to find out what they're ranting about, what they're talking about, it may make more sense to you? It may be more important to you. It's worth it. Find out more.